Hey guys, how's it going? Kid Frodo here. I hope you liked the little intro I made. I tried to mix it around a little bit with my songs. But today we are going to be talking about some zombies, some DLC, and some multiplayer maps. So first of all, this game is a domination on Hijacked. And we end up winning by a long run at the end of the game. Everyone ends up leaving except 2 people. I almost get a swarm, and we end the game. So I guess you can say I got a swarm in a way. I was about a couple kills away. But anyway, today I'm using the M27 with the oh so tasty bacon camo. And we're using the red dot because I decided to use the DLC reticle because I totally forgot about it until I realized it today when I was messing around with my classes. So I'm using the zombies. Sorry about that. I'm using the zombie blood splatter reticle, and it really is horrible. I really hate it. I've played 3 or 4 games trying to get a good gameplay for you guys, and this is what I came up with. I ended the game with about 47 kills and 15 deaths, which is pretty good because I was kind of rushing on this one because we have some good news. Now, a couple hours ago, or maybe a day or so ago, it has been come across on the Call of Duty website. Somebody went through the coding in it, and they found a little update in the website that it had a text file called Call of Duty Uprising DLC. So, I mean, that's some pretty solid proof that the new map pack is going to be called Uprising. Now, it also has been added in the coding that there's going to be 2 multiplayer maps. The 2 of the multiplayer maps are going to be called Studio and Vertigo. Now, first of all, Studio, when I thought of that, I first thought of the Call of Duty 4 map. I'm running a blank on what it was called, but it was inside of the studio and everything, the TV studio. That's what it came to mind at first, but I'm not sure. And then the second map is called Vertigo, which there was actually a Spec Ops mission called Vertigo on Modern Warfare 3, which was on top of the rooftop. And for Modern Warfare 2, back when they were releasing the map packs, there was going to be a map called Vertigo, which is going to be on top of a building. It kind of looked like high rise, where there's a bunch of places you could fall off at. I don't know. Maybe that's what it's based on. We'll know until we see the trailer. But the main information that I'm excited about is the zombies map. Now, it's going to be called Mob of the Dead. I'm not sure if that's just going to be the saying behind it, like the Great Leap Forward they called it from Die Rise. But I don't know. I mean, Mob of the Dead, that could mean one of many things. It doesn't really give us much about what it's going to look like, but it gives us an idea what it's going to be called. Now, Call of the Dead and Mob of the Dead, I don't know if that ties in with each other, and I'm not even sure how they're going to continue this with the story. But, it sounds like a pretty good idea, pretty good map. I always trust Treyarch, even though they could add a little bit more to their zombie maps. I was surprised with Die Rise. I liked how it was, even though you could die pretty fairly easily. You could die very easily. I usually died off the side of a building more than I got killed by a zombie. I'd kind of like to see the transit style come back, not the extremely high fog and everything like that, but like you could just go in and pick 3 different maps that's inside of that map. I'd like to see something like that. Die Rise was a good change because it brought back the feeling of the original Black Ops 1 days, where we had Kino, we had Moon, Shangri-La, I guess it wasn't really my favorite, Call of the Dead obviously, and which one am I missing? Ascension. Ascension was, I mean, not that many people liked Ascension, but I thought it was pretty fun. Besides the fact that it was so big of a map that it froze most of the time after you were playing like an hour and a half or so. So what I'm going to do is name off my favorite zombie maps. I'm going to give you a top 3 list, I guess. Now, the first or the third zombie map that I would probably say is my favorite is Moon. Just because, it pulled apart like everything that they had about zombies, and they showed like what they can actually do, the real potential. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of problems with it that it pissed me the hell off sometimes, but it was really fun. The thing that I did not like about it though is how Juggernaut and Sleight of Hand was placed in the beginning of the map, so that you had to get all 4 people to cooperate and go to the teleporter, and then they had to go to the middle, and you had barely enough time to upgrade and get all your perks and stuff, and then it swapped Slave Hand and Juggernaut in between every time you went to it. That was the only part that I hated, because once you died, it was almost impossible sometimes at the later rounds to go cooperate with your teammates and get that perk. But besides that, you know, the dome room, when you jumped around in the jumpers and stuff, and you know, the hacker equipment and all that stuff that you could do, like once you knew everything or all the corners and nooks and crannies of the map, it was a pretty fun map, don't get me wrong. Now I'd have to say my second favorite map would be Die Rise, because, you know, besides the old mechanics from World at War and Black Ops 1, you know, it's such a different gameplay experience, I think, and Die Rise really fits in with what they did with Black Ops 2. The verticality of it, as they like to say from the trailer, you know, it's a really cool idea, but they should have done something with Flapper, at least minimize your falling damage, because that middle elevator part where everyone would die at the bottom, not all the time, but you know, half of the time I'd usually die on that elevator shaft. But you know, that's what makes it hard and fun, is that you have to be, except like besides the fact that all the zombies are running towards you, you have to be worried about, you know, falling off the edge of the map, which is a new thing that they've ever done in zombies before. You know, I could only think of like 2 areas on a map that you could actually fall off of, and that's with dolphin diving off of it. So, you know, that's really fun about Die Rise. It's nice and simple, and it's pretty fast paced. Now, I would have to say that my all-favorite map of all time for zombies would have to be Doris. Now, the first reason I like this map the best is because we have to honor Call of Duty World at War, first of all, because we wouldn't be anywhere with zombies without it. It's the map where they, you know, introduced the teleporter, the dogs, the max ammo at the end of the round, the upgrade machine. You know, it really just showed me when I played it that Zombies was one of my all-time favorite games, and just the all-around potential that this map showed. When I first played it, I knew in my mind that they were going to put Zombies in the next Call of Duty. So that's pretty much my discussion today on Zombies and the new zombie map pack coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it fun to listen to me go on about zombies. I really enjoyed talking about it because zombies is one of my favorite things of all time. So if you guys have a comment, if you want to leave me your top 3 maps of zombies, you know, I'll be happy to watch it. And as always, have a nice day, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video.
UAV inbound. Gun down. Friendly counter UAV inbound.